Hello, children of All Saints Church. We miss seeing you in this place. I am sorry that you cannot go to school into your buildings for the rest of the year. I imagine that is hard. Now, being at home can be wonderful, but I know that you also miss seeing your friends and your teachers and even sitting in your desk. Please know that we are praying for you. We're praying that you will continue to learn and to share while in your home. Parents, we are praying for you also in these hard and these changing times. This current day reminds me of the Christmas story when Jesus was born in a very different way than what Mary and Joseph ever imagined. They had to make the manger scene work. Now, children, I offer you a project, a craft to make while you're in your home, not only to share with each other, but also to use it as a way to talk to God. What you need are 2 cups, 2 paper clips, a string, and you start by asking your parent to punch a hole with a needle into the bottom of the cup. You pull the string through and then tie the string to the paper clip inside. And at the end, you will have 2 cups with your paper clips inside and your string connecting them, and you can talk to each other like a real telephone. You can also take it and to talk from your heart to God as you ask God to be with all of us during this time that we're in. Now I invite you to watch the sermon where this exercise was introduced on Christmas Eve of last year. May God continue to watch over you, to help you to learn and to grow in the setting where you are during these days of your life. And may God watch over all of those who raise, teach, and bear God's children in this world. God bless you. God be with you. Amen. So how are y'all doing today? Is anybody excited about tomorrow? Yes. Is tomorrow my birthday? Oh. Whose birthday is it tomorrow? Jesus' birthday. Excellent. That gives us all a reason to celebrate, right? Well, they have been waiting for Jesus to come for a very, very long time. For hundreds and hundreds of years, these people called the prophets have been saying, Jesus is going to come, and when he comes, light is going to come into the world. Now, the people who continue to share this message of this light coming into the world, they never got to see it during their lifetime, and it made them feel a little sad. Now, some of these people that are called the prophets, if you can look way up there, they're in these windows all the way up at the top on this side. And one thing that I always see on their face is this. They look tired. Have any of y'all ever felt tired? Yeah. When you feel tired, does it feel like you're in kind of your own darkness? Like you just want to crawl into bed and pull the covers up and take a nap or to go to sleep? What makes you so tired? Raise your hand if you know. What makes you so tired? Yes. Okay, so we call the pantry the fridge, was one example, but the biggest example, and this is good for all of you, especially sitting in this area, not to stay up at 12:30 or later, especially tonight. If there's a show of hands from parents who want their kids to go to bed before 12:30, yes. Yes. So that can make you tired. What else has ever made you tired? Yes. Medicine's made you tired? Yes. Playing sports? Yes. Running too much? Yes. Yes. Staying up till 11 o'clock watching cowboy movies? Yes, that can happen. Yes, sir. What's made you tired? What's that? Spinning? Wow, excellent. Okay, one more, Carrie. School. Oh, goodness. I won't touch that one. Okay, so we have these times where it feels like there's darkness in our life and we just are tired. Sometimes there might be darkness in our life because we're afraid. Is there anything that might make you afraid? Yes. Monsters in your bed when you go to sleep? Yeah? And your sister thinks the Grinch is there. We hope not. Okay. Yes, what makes you afraid sometimes? A cat? Okay. Yes. Neighborhood foxes? Yes. Yeah, bad dreams, that will happen. Has anyone ever had a bad dream? Yeah, and that really makes the darkness feel even darker, you're right. So today, we are celebrating Jesus coming into the world, and Jesus coming into the world is bringing light into the world, and it's also bringing a great, great hope in the world. And when Jesus comes into the world, it's what the prophets have been saying, the Word, which is all they had before Jesus came, the Word of the Old Testament, the Word would become flesh, which means that God's Word would actually become a human being. And that human being comes as a baby in the manger. And you can see right over there, you see that picture right over there? There's a picture of Jesus in the manger with Mary and Joseph. You see that? And it says above it, a light to enlighten the Gentiles, which means I'm bringing light into any darkness in your world, whether you're tired or you're afraid. Why do you think that it was important for Jesus to come? Yes. He was going to make the world a better place. I think that's perfect. Most of all, Jesus wanted us to feel more connected with God, also so we could be more connected with each other. Okay, so I have a gift here, and this gift is for each of you. I hope. Yes. Okay, who would like to read the little note that's on this gift? Come here, Karen. Read it nice and loud. Louder. It is not a cell phone. Yeah, that's very important. It's not a cell phone. Merry Christmas. All right, who can help me open a gift? All right, go for it. Excellent, excellent. All right, okay, now step back, now step back, now step back. Okay. Now, if everybody can stand up, and I need 2 lines going this way beside me. So slide on down. So slide all the way down. You need someone standing across from you. Let's see how chaotic this might look and feel. Keep moving down so you have space. Okay. Please don't let the church treasurer know that I got each of you a phone. So spread out a little bit like this. Okay, so you're going to be right here. You right here. Come here. Come here. Stand right here. All right. So, you see how we're doing? We're making a little bit of space. So grab one, get a partner across. You can stand right here. Come on. Don't be afraid. Here we go. Here we go. So there's got to be a person. So let's go all the way down. Yeah, we want our folks to be able to experience. let me hand me that. May I have that cup? And then you can take this cup and then hand it to the person standing across from you. All right. There we go. Take a cup, spread out. Take a cup, spread out. There you go. There you go. All right. Now, you want to have enough distance, but you don't want to pop the string. You want it to be tight enough, that's right. Now, the lesson for all of us adults is this: as we look at the year ahead, it is okay to talk to the other person on the other side of the aisle. Remember that conversation is important. Here you go. You want to stand over here? Here you go. Does everybody have one? Y'all need one? You need one? You need one? Is that everybody? Excellent. All right, perfect job dropping that right when I needed to walk by. Okay, would y'all like one? There you go. I would like for you to do this. Now, the reason why this is important is because you're going to be able to hear a person talk to you, but you're going to be able to see them. And the ways that we feel connected is that it's really hard for us to share when we're tired. It's really hard for us to share when we're afraid. But by us being connected to each other, we can feel the closeness of each other's support. So I'd like for the people on this side to speak into the cup. The people on this side, put it next to your ear. Okay, you speak. Are we ready? Say hello. Say, how are you doing? Say, I care about you. Now switch sides. The person on this side speaking to the company, put it next to your ear. Say, I care about you. And here's the message. Jesus cares about you. Excellent. Okay, so hand the person across from you the cup. Let's put the cups on this side, and everyone will get to take a cup home to the joy of your parents. So I will pass those out, and then come on back to the steps. And you can put a cup inside the other cup, and they travel really well. Much better than a flip phone. Okay, come on, have a seat. Come have a seat. You can take one, sure. Now, here is my challenge for all of us. Tomorrow, even if you get a cool electronic device, even if you might get a cell phone, even if your parents or grandparents might get a new cell phone, my challenge is this. Are we ready? Leave it in its package. So you can do this. Tomorrow we celebrate the Word of God coming into our lives. And there's no better way for us to celebrate Jesus coming into our lives than to turn off anything that distracts us from being connected to each other, so that our lives can be stringed together, and we can do this. We can share stories about our life. Stories about our joy, the light that's in our lives. We can also share stories about our fears and when we're tired and concerned. And if you share those stories and you allow yourself to be honest and humble and courageous, do you know who comes into that sharing time with you? Yes, Jesus comes to be with us. And if you ever need Jesus to be close to you, just say, Jesus, come into a conversation with me. And the other cool thing is this: even if we're by ourselves, how can we talk to Jesus? Yes, we can pray. So you can take one end of your cup if you're unsure about praying, if you're unsure about other people hearing your prayers, and you can talk into it and take the other one and place it over your heart as a way of connecting to Jesus and to say, come into my life, help me to celebrate something that I'm excited about. Help be with me when I'm tired, or I'm afraid, or I'm in some type of darkness in my life. Here is the truth about life. Life can be hard. Has anyone ever had something hard happen in your life? But I believe if we find more ways to be connected to each other and connected to God, sharing those stories of what is hard can help us to get to a place of joy that God is waiting to bring into our lives. And also, when we share things in our lives that are really difficult, we put our phones down and our iPads down, and we sit together where we can see each other and feel each other's emotions. Then God comes to be present with us to help lift us out of any darkness. Who is always excited when you feel afraid and then all of a sudden the lights come on and you're no longer afraid? Right? This is my hope for you. Tomorrow you will find as many people as you can to share a story with. Who has a great story to share? Right. And when you share your story, you have to be able to trust that person that they're going to listen to you with their whole being, with all that is in their heart and their mind. And with that, you will feel loved. Because Jesus came into the world so that we could understand God's love for us, God's desire for us to be truly connected to one another. Because this is one of my fears. My fear is that we can become so attached to a device that we stop talking to each other face to face. We become so attached to something that's electronic that we stop actually hearing the voice of another person. I think we can all agree that the cell phones and the gadgets that are being made now are being made so we actually don't have to use our voices. Right? But I think God is reminding us of the power of our voice. Our power of being together. And when we truly do that, it makes God smile and allows us to see that God is always in our life waiting to bring us good news and great joy. And for that we can say, Amen. At this time, I would like for you to stand up, and you could take your cup, and you could place it over your mouth and place the other one on your heart. Does everybody have a set of cups? And I invite the congregation to stand. You can, you want a new one? Okay. We already have some broken devices. Do you guys have warranties on these things? All right. Sure. There you go. Okay, so repeat after me. Okay, hold it over your mouth and put it on your heart. I believe in God above.
I believe in God above.
I believe in Jesus' love.
I believe in Jesus' love.
I believe His Spirit too.
I believe His Spirit too.
Comes to teach me what to do.
Comes to teach me what to do.
I believe that I should be.
I believe that I should be.
Kind and loving, Lord, like you.
Kind and loving, Lord, like you.
Amen.